you ready? Are you ready? Let's go! Do you have absolute certainty on how you go from hello to yes on what you're looking for?
Sean is a master. He teaches. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the Unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high-performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all these people's lives over the course of time. I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear it for Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see him as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula for formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes.
Do you think that worked?
That work. What is happening, everybody out there? Is this the Platt Summit, the real raw? This is like when Batman and Superman came together. Truly unbelievable things. When Luke found the Force, like these things are happening. G Money, can you feel it? Can you feel it? Where's Gerald Rogers? Where is Gerald Rogers? Like, where's Waldo? Where is the brother Gerald Rogers? Peter Swain, are you here? Dolph DeRoos, are you here? Where is everybody? What is happening right now?
We're all here, yes.
Oh my God, I love Dolph. I'm hugging you. I am loving you. I am the sound.
Hugging you back.
The only time when I don't miss Peter Swain's voice is when I have Dolph's voice. So Peter, can I hear your voice? I want to see if I still miss it and like how we compare these two incredible, amazing non-accents, because we speak with accents. They don't. Peter, let me hear your voice, please. How we compare these two
Peter.
Peter
is multitasking.
Come on, Peter. Come on, Peter. Come on,
Sean,
Peter.
Sean, I am so here. I was in both rooms. I was there and here at the same time.
Where's the there? Like, I don't even know where there is. What is happening right now, Peter? We're in the multiverse of the Real Raw and the Platt Summit. What's there and here, and how is this working?
Well.
Oh no, Peter froze. He's stuck in Frozen. He's stuck in Frozen for sure. For real, Sean. He's like playing up.
He's actually stuck in Frozen. We have blown the multiverse like apart. So Gina, are we in the Platt Summit right now?
And the here are together.
Oh,
yes. So hello to everybody. If Gerald Rogers wants to become president at some point, that's amazing. If he's just like chilling and passing the Dutchie Bella to the left-hand side, because I have a weird feeling. Like, I love Gerald, but I have a weird feeling that he might be like one of those plant medicine pals of yours. But I don't know that. But like, I'm just like, what are your thoughts on that?
I don't know, but I would like to find out.
Yes, we would like to find out in our fun fact section today. Okay, so Gina, let's start rolling this thing for everybody. What the heck are we doing? This is our show, The Real Raw. We have more than 3,000 incredible guests on, including Peter and Dolph and other fine folks like we're doing today. We're in Burbank, California. Just spoke at the extraordinary, what is this, the name of Chiropractic Rocks out in Burbank, California.
You have a live studio audience too.
We do. We have a live AG. What's up? Come on, AG.
What's up?
Holly's here. What's going on? Hello, Holly. Tink, let's go. Like, Tink, come on, Tink. Right? All right. So Gina, let's introduce our amazing guest. We're playing with the superpower of influence because everything starts after you realize that your money, time, and magic are being controlled by a formula that's controlling your marketing, your selling, your money, time, magic, your management, your leadership, your fundraising, every single thing imaginable. That's what is happening in present. Gina, we have extraordinary friends, old friends, new friends, partners, and things. Let's do this thing, G-Money. Let's go.
Yes, we do, Sean. We have from Vancouver, the left coast. She's part of the Platt Summit right now, Miss Mika Magic, which is truly her middle name, Casey. She's a holistic nutritionist with a background in clinical counseling, but what she's really doing is consulting and saving women from their implants and the toxins that they create. She's the founder of Explant Babes. And after a 20-year career as a model, she helps actors and singers and mentors teenage girls struggling with confidence and self-image after she was a model, actress, and singer. So welcome, Mika, to The Real Raw.
Mika, how are you?
Thank you. I'm so great. Thank you. How are you, Sean?
I am grateful. I'm excited that you're here. And P.S., your home city is consistently rated, as I know you know, I'm not sure if other people do, the #1 city to live in the world. It is near and dear to my heart. I brought my children there many times, skied Whistler from Vancouver, been in Vancouver for extended periods. So Mika, thank you. And are you in your home right now in Vancouver?
Yes, I am. And you are right. It is a glorious city. I'm so blessed to be here.
Yes, and I've had the privilege of even skiing Cypress Mountain, which is just outside of Vancouver. And Mika, you know what the coldest scuba dive of my life has been? Pause. I was certified to scuba dive in a rock quarry in Hamburg, New Jersey in late November on like the day before Thanksgiving in New Jersey, day before Thanksgiving. But you want to know, Mika, was it even colder scuba dive than that? What is your guess?
Vancouver?
August, midsummer in Vancouver. It was the coldest thing of my entire life, but super beautiful. So Mika, please, thank you for being here and tell us your fun fact.
Oh, thank you. So my fun fact is that I was a Bob Barker's beauty on The Price is Right.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding.
Okay, it is. So Mika, when did you I have like 900 questions. We're gonna run out of time. Girls get mad at me, so we got to stay on time. So when were you a Price is Right amazing co-host, beauty, celebrity, model, all the things? When was this?
This was 1994.
Unbelievable. I used to watch The Price is Right then. This could get creepy, Bella, really quick. I used to watch The Price is Right like all the time during college instead of going to class. We did.
Yeah, things just got creepy.
Yes. Super weird and creepy. So Mika, was Bob Barker super weird and creepy, or was he like a good dude?
Oh, he was amazing. He was really a good dude. Yeah. Really, really nice man.
Oh, that is absolutely awesome. And like, just quickly, because I'm like was obsessed with The Price is Right. And we talk about Price is Right rules here. What did you do? Like, I know what you did, but did you do the wheel sometimes? Did you do the thing? Like, what final showcase? Like, what was something you did?
Yeah, I did the final showcase, brought things out, to be bid on. We would spin the wheel after, when we weren't filming, because that wasn't our role. And I really wanted to go at it. So it's really heavy. Like, it looks easy. It's really heavy. And the carpet, like the walls are all orange. You remember the colors on the walls when you're watching it? Yeah. So when you get close, it's really not that pretty. It's like old shag carpet.
So
that was the 70s.
It was. So one of the highlights of my life and my day growing up was when somebody was less than $100 off without going over bidding on their showcase. Because you know what happened, Bella, when you did that? Mika, tell us what happened when you were $100 off. So Mika, I know that you're doing unbelievably important things in the world, like saving lives and women and supporting people in dealing with their self-image and themselves. So I'm sorry to digress into the world of Price is Right, but yes, we're obsessed with it. So thank you for all the beautiful things that you're doing in the world. We appreciate you and thank you for being here.
Thank you. It's an honor.
You're obsessed. when it's like you're obsessed, but you bring all the rest of us with you and you're obsessed.
Well, I think I speak for all of you all the time, don't I, Bella? So, Mika, thank you. Awesome. Who got to roll with Mika today?
This man was the captain of his Canadian Wrestling Championship team, Sean Callagy, in 1990, saying Kim, coming to us from Toronto.
Kim.
Co-founder of Rolla and a platinum partner. Welcome, Sang Kim, to The Real Raw.
Hey.
Sang, what's up, brother?
Here. Hey, great to see you, Sean. I'm looking forward to seeing you face to face after we get through this quarantine up here in Canada.
Come on, dude, just break through the border. Come on, man. You like Canadians are
flies right through.
Like the conformity of the Canadian dynamic, just like tunnel under the border. You're here saying, we love you, we miss you. And by the way, didn't you swim? You want to talk about somebody who doesn't take no for an answer. Correct me if I'm wrong, because you've done some crazy things, dude. And being a captain of the Canadian wrestling team, for those that don't understand what that means, to be at that level, an elite athlete is utterly mind-blowing. But didn't you also escape from the #1 prison in like the history of the world, Alcatraz? Whoa. Did you do the Alcatraz swim or your amazing partner?
Actually, my co-founder and best buddy, Neil Burness, did that, right? I've got a natural fear of sharks, cold water. I've done 4 half Ironmans and I still dislike swimming. So that's Neil Burness that you're talking to. But thank you.
You should not have admitted that, Sang, not to Sean. You should not have admitted a shark fear to Sean.
Yes. So, brother, would you be up for me supporting you in breaking through your fear of sharks so you too, like Neil, can escape from Alcatraz? Would you be up for that?
Absolutely.
All right, we'll do that because
I'm there with you, brother.
Because my one of my home areas is Long Beach Island, New Jersey, which was actually the site of the original Jaws attack. Literally, that inspired Peter Benchley to write Jaws, and we may or may not go swimming at like midnight there. So that's it. So P.S. If you're like, what the heck is going on right now? You're in The Real Raw, because the 2 hardest things for you to do in the world, the 2 hardest things are to assemble a group of your ideal avatars, and second, to unpack value. Keep that on the left, and on the right, write this down, Platt Summit folks. On the right-hand side is this principle. All business is built on relationship. Number 1, all relationships, every single solitary one of them, whether it's jumping in and swimming with sharks or watching The Price is Right together when you're hungover during college, or might be a plant medicine journey, or just a text message or a phone call. All of those things are just shared experiences. Every relationship you've ever had is built on a shared experience. So the third question becomes, how do you create the optimal, most efficient shared experiences to drive those relationships forward? And that is what we're in the middle of. It had more than 3,000 people be on this show since it began. We'll unpack more of that later. So Sang, thank you, brother, for being here. And final, your fun fact, besides the fact that you're extraordinary captain of the Canadian wrestling team, anything you want to share as a fun fact?
Yeah, I would say my fun fact is, with a name like Sang, I've had to learn how to sing. So I've been taking some voice lessons over the last 1.5 years, and just so that I can vibrate at a higher frequency. And I just love singing Sinatra's My Way. So who knows? I'll sing you My Way when I see you next.
Would you open the song? Just like half of the first line or the first line, please.
And now the time is near, and so I face the final curtain.
Come on, AG! Come on, AG! Get off your dang phone, Sang, and sing it! My attitude. Mika, does that like piped in noise remind you of your days in the real on The Price is Right? Thank you very much. So Gina, we got Sang, we got Mika. Who else we got?
From Vegas, baby, moving to Florida soon. Apparently, his supreme certainty rules for this man. The pathway to results paved with intention and love, and unless you're bringing excellence and passion to the party, it's not a party, says Mr. Michael Nitty.
Michael Nitty, ladies and gentlemen. Rock star amongst rock stars. Your reputation precedes you, brother. To work with like everybody and anybody to unleash excellence, acceleration, and all of the things. Michael, it is an honor and a privilege truly to be here together with you today, along with Mika and Sang and the other incredible people. Brother, thank you for being here.
Sean, you got to be kidding me. What a privilege to be here. And just life takes you where it needs to take you. And obviously today's where I need to be. So thank you for even showing up in my space. Thank you.
Yeah. And Michael, what is your fun fact to please share?
Well, as you're asking, I had like an incredible 3-day experience probably back with Tony in probably about 1999, 2000. And it started with at an event where we had all kind of guest speakers, including General Schwarzkopf, Donald Trump. We had those back then.
Was this you did that in New Jersey, didn't you?
Yeah, well, this one was in Fort Lauderdale. And so I was backstage with all these people and spending time with them. And I got to spend 1 hour one-on-one with General Schwarzkopf, if anybody's old enough to know who that was. And it was just an incredible hour. But then they asked me to come over and help something that happened. And I ended up speaking with Donald Trump and Larry King for another hour. And there was something that happened during that hour I could not even begin to explain. I just got to tell you, it was incredible. But then we flew home back to San Diego. And the very next day, I was supporting Tony making a recording of a program that's called The Time of Your Life, which he was recording. And when Tony was recording in his little private studio, it was just me and the creative director supporting him. And when he was in there, this big, tall guy recording this thing live, he gets in such a state, it just flows out of him. He's not reading it, he's inventing it, you know that. And he is just putting it out there, which means you can't bother him when that's happening. Meanwhile, his assistant is knocking on the door behind me saying, need to talk to Tony, need to talk to Tony. And I'm going, we can't talk to Tony. And she holds up a sign that we can read on the door that says, it's President Clinton. So now me and Pam go, should we risk getting killed to interrupt Tony for president? Yeah, we should do that. So anyway, so he when we knocked on the screen, he looks at us like, you're going to die. But we said, no, it's President Clinton. So he comes out and he talks to President Clinton. And that night, President Clinton was going to go on TV and talk about Monica Lewinsky, if anybody knows who that is. And me and Pam are standing right there as he is telling President Clinton to tell the truth. And President Clinton said, I can't.
Yes. Wow. And you were there for this, Michael?
I was right there in the middle of the conversation. Now everybody pretend you never heard what I just said. So,
okay.
and I have been in relatively intimate circles around Tony and heard that story and had the privilege of it. And it is mind-blowing that you were there when it happened, brother. So unbelievable.
Many of those.
Yeah. You know, and we are like so far out of time, Bella. Like over, like we're not done yet. We're off track time. We're always we live on Tony time. So yeah. And did you know Bob Quintana by any chance, Michael, or no?
Yeah, I knew who that was. Yes, but what about it?
Bob was the first when I created my coaching and training company originally.
Right.
Bob was this is in 2003. Bob was shutting down his coaching company at the time and referred me a bunch of my first clients. And I was like introduced to him through One Step Removed. I didn't know him well, but he had been in the Tony world, and he ended up referring a bunch of people to me. That was a major ecosystem merger in year one. And by the way, so I'm going to bring Bella in 1 second. So Michael, thank you for being here and sharing those General Schwarzkopf, hearing the Clinton call, craziness. And I can't even imagine all the experience you had in your life working with all the remarkable humans you have. So thank you for being here, Michael.
So my privilege, just privilege. And all of it's synchro destiny. The way I ended up everywhere in my life, all synchro destiny. Amazing.
Synchro destiny. All right. So Gina, we got Michael. And by the way, I want to bring, so Bella can make some comments. Bella Verita, the influence sorceress. I'll do a broader introduction later. But Bella, you having fun?
I am having a great freaking time.
Do you know that Nicole Maiello is planning to have live Oompa Loompas juggling fire for us later at Universal Studios? I've heard that's going to happen.
I don't doubt it at all.
All right, so let's roll. So G Money, let's go. Heart Center G Money. Who else we have here?
Yeah, in part because of Michael Nitti and many years with him. Thank you, Michael Nitti. Thank you, Sean. We have a few other rock stars. Sean Callagy, Mr.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Come on, Gina. Come on, Gina.
Like this man coming from Liberia today. Bestseller list in 18 countries. New York Times bestseller for 7 months straight. 2 million books out there, 6 languages, taught in 27 countries, toured with Jim Rohn, Jay Abraham, Robert Kiyosaki, Brian Tracy. The list goes on and on. Mr. Dolph.
Is that Dolph the
Yeah,
We
thanks,
love
guys.
you. We love you. Let's do the on that. Like, Dolph.
Love all
Dolph.
of you too. It's my pleasure to be here. It really is.
Dolph, this is what we talked about, brother. This is the beginning of the beginning. And it is, I love this man. We roll with Dolph in Key West.
We did roll with Dolph in Key West. Yep.
Yeah, and do you want to know what kind of boxers Dolph wears? Because I actually walked in when he was So Dolph is a gentleman, a wizard, heart-centered. He has the ability to open the listening of like all human beings. We've shared moments under the stars with our team and people in Long Beach Island, moments in Key West, and he is just such a remarkably brilliant human being that the likes of Tony, Robert Kiyosaki, Jim Rohn, all these fine folks have shared the stage with Dolph, have had Dolph on their stages. And when we were in Key West with legends, I mean legends of the real estate world, including Robert Allen, Nothing Down, and we had the privilege of having ice cream, right, with Robert Allen.
We did.
Dolph, when he walks in, there's a reverence for him, his reputation, everything he brings to the table that just, it vibrates in the room. So Dolph, we love you and thank you for being here.
Love you too. Love you all. I'm honored to hear that. Thank you so much. It is my absolute pleasure to be here.
I feel like Dolph also reminds me of someone. I feel like there's a cartoon I've seen that Dolph always reminds me of.
Dude,
What was that?
Yes, there's Sherman and Mr. Peabody. We have no time for this. But after listening to Dolph speak, Michael, anybody out there, if you've ever seen Sherman and Mr. Peabody, the incredible 70s cartoon, Dolph is Mr. Peabody. And we raised $700,000 for charity with Dolph in Key West and Bella and Nicole and Chris Crone, the incredible team, starting with that cartoon. So Dolph, brother, we love you. And what is your fun fact, please?
Gosh, so my fun fact is when I was doing my PhD, I studied sound systems. And one of the things I studied was dolphins. I spent 3 years studying dolphins, and they're fascinating because they have the largest brain for their body mass of any mammal. And 90% of that largest brain is devoted to processing auditory signals from their sonar systems. But I have spent a lot of time in water with dolphins. I'm a dolphin whisperer. I was in the Mediterranean and came across some wild dolphins, and we played with each other, not in the wrong way, but we frolicked in the ocean.
Oh, I love you.
But only in the right way, Dolph. Is that true? Only in the right way?
Yes, I thought in this age I better add that in, but no, it was fun. And it was just all raw and natural. I mean, these are wild dolphins. They can tell if a woman's pregnant because they can hear the beating heart of the fetus. I mean, that's the accuracy they've got. So when they know that you're in a good space, they're so much fun.
That is incredible.
So Michael Nitti, do you want to know what one of the great blessings of my life was, Michael?
What would that be?
I got to have Dolph stay at my beach home and buy him a soft serve ice cream cone like we were 8 years old in Long Beach Island and enjoyed it together. So Dolph, thank you for the privilege of buying you a soft serve ice cream cone with sprinkles. So thank you, Dolph, for being here.
Thank you for honoring me by letting me eat it. I mean, it was great. Thank you.
Oh my
I love
goodness.
this man.
This is incredible.
So Gina, we got Michael. This is an unbelievable lineup, isn't it? So yeah, Gina, who we got?
Sean, and you guys are a little, you're going a little bit in and out. So team, if we can fix that, that would be amazing. We have two more rock stars, Sean. This woman, Kirk Adams introduced us to this woman, Anna Lyota, the founder of Generational Institute and author of best-selling Unlocking Generational Codes, award-winning speaker, consultant, author, one of the world's most highly sought-after thought leaders on generational leadership, Sean, with clients that include Amazon, Bloomberg, Coca-Cola, Microsoft, NBA. She served as the president of the National Speakers Association in 2019 and 20. She's here with us today. She might have a little bit of a time crunch. So Anna, please keep us posted on your timing and welcome to The Real Raw.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here with you all.
Anna, like, this is like one more remarkable, not more, but equally remarkable person after equally remarkable person. Again, your reputation precedes you. Kirk Adams had shared so much to be the president of the National Speaker Association. unfathomable. All the things that you've done. It's an honor to have you here and a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it was a wonderful time and a difficult time to be the president of an entire association when the entire industry changed. So 2019 to 2020 was a fabulous and honor time to be the head of an organization like that.
Wow.
Unbelievable. And what is your fun fact for today?
Well, my fun fact is that I'm the youngest girl of 19 children. So I come from a very rich tapestry of generations. And when we were talking before, Gina said, tell this. I have my brothers and sisters between them have 68 children, and their children have 58 children. So I'm an auntie and a great auntie over 100 times.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. That's crazy. Over 100 times. So like, what happens at Thanksgiving dinner, Anna?
Well, anymore, for years we would rent out the church hall because it had multiple bathrooms and a Hobart dishwasher. This was a really important thing. When you've got 200 to 300 family members for Thanksgiving dinner, you need to have multiple bathrooms and an industrial dishwasher.
Wow.
It's absolutely extraordinary. P.S. Fun. I acknowledge the collective dynamic of your family. My family had Thanksgiving with about 70 people per year, and we used to do it in a women's club in Westwood, New Jersey, similarly, a hall, this little thing, and it also had a dishwasher. So, and I kid you not, we did it for 20 years inside of that facility. So it's an honor and pleasure to have you here today.
Thank you. So glad I'm with you all.
Thank you. So we're going to get some technical help from Adam.
All right. And we are
turn the other computer on. So Gina, who else do we have?
We have the one and only Penn State University full scholarship winning, drafted to the sixth round to the Indianapolis Colts, Mr. Quintus McDonald, who serves the ministry for helping the formerly incarcerated and hard to employ now. Welcome, Quintus McDonald, to the Real Raw. Welcome back, I should say.
Yes, indeed.
Love having you here. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Gina. What an amazing opportunity to be in the room, in the presence of such great individuals who have done great things. We're all great, but this panel of people have done some tremendous things. I'm over here taking notes, and I have to stop to make sure that what I'm hearing, that I'm writing, I'm seeing what I'm writing, but I have to be sure I'm hearing what I'm writing when I'm writing what I'm hearing while I'm here with you guys. So I'm just thrilled to be here. Thank you.
Well, Quintus, from Penn State to the NFL to heart-centered supporting people and turning their lives around, brother, your heart, your energy is something that I receive every time we connect, and I'm massively grateful that you're here today.
Well, bless you, Sean. I connect with your heart immediately as well, and I'm glad to hear that it's reciprocated. There's no better place for me to be. When Gina called and asked, I said yes, and then she told me the level of this Real Raw, and I'm like, man, my daddy really loves me because he's given me opportunities like this to be here. So I'm really excited.
Oh, love you. And your fun fact, Quintus.
Fun fact, not going to touch the children, the 19 children. That is awesome. But my fun fact is my wife and I will do the game show thing. My wife and I were actually on Let's Make a Deal with Wayne Brady about 5 years ago, 5 or 6 years ago.
I love Let's Make a Deal. The original host is Monty Hall. My fun fact is I was a game show addict as a child. I would pretend I was sick all the time as a little kid, and I would stay home and watch Let's Make a Deal, Card Sharks, The Joker's Wild, The Price is Right.
Joker's Wild.
Yes, The Joker's Wild.
Love that show.
Ready for this, Quintus? Snoop Dogg took over as host for The Joker's Wild a few years ago. I swear to God, this is true. So I'm sitting there, like, I woke up at 2:00 in the morning, couldn't sleep when I turned the TV on, and Snoop Dogg is on The Joker's Wild. I thought I had died and gone to heaven. Like, it was like one of the greatest of my life. So, Quintus, we appreciate you. By the way, how did you do on Let's Make a Deal?
Well, we won the big deal, actually. We were chosen and we ended up winning the big deal. All 3 curtains.
All right. So let's do this thing. So thank you, Quintus. Gina, we got like Are we complete? We got more rock
You're-
stars.
I know we got them. We're complete. I mean, Peter Swain is here, but of course you introduced him already. We are ready to rock, Sean Callaghy.
That my level 5 listening, Gina says, hurry up. We're over like running past time right now. So Peter Swain, by the way, 3-time winner of Business Mastery, brother, friend, partner, rock star, creating magic in the world, 7x, I believe 7x, 6 to 7x, the prior record for a raise at Business Mastery for charity for the American Foundation for the Blind. Peter Swain, we love you, grateful for you. And quickly, brother, fun fact.
Fun fact. You want my ultimate fun fact?
Yes.
I today found and secured a way to get to Costa Rica.
Yes.
That's my fun fact. Today I booked my tickets. It's about an 18 hop. I end up with 26 COVID tests, but God damn it, I will be there.
Peter Swain, ladies and gentlemen, there's no stopping him. So come on, Sang, you can make it across the border. We love you. Okay, ready.
Love you all. Have a great time. I'm going to drop off. Thank you so much to Gerald for putting together. Sean, wow, what a cast, what a crew. I'm going to sit and watch and enjoy.
Thank you. I'm going to jump with Peter. I'm going to go with Peter, Mr. Callaghy. Thank you so much. Love this incredible group.
Love you.
Have fun in
Peace
the
out,
multiverse. Ciao.
All right. So Bella Verita, the Influence Sorceress, is my co-host. 3,000 fine folks like yourself have been on the Real Raw. This is a shared experience. You've watched how people connect. This is a lesson in acknowledgement, a lesson in energetic transference. Fun energy does what, Bella Verita?
Opens listening.
Fun energy opens listening. So with energy and transferred, listening open, let's step into what truly is how people form the money, time, and magic. You want to change the world? You want to have peace in the Middle East? You want to truly have negative vibration eliminated by positive vibration? It is on the other side of yes. So Bella Verita, we got Sang, we got Mika. Who's going first?
I'm feeling Sang.
All right, Sang, are you ready to do this thing, brother?
Let's do it.
All right, so who would you like Bella Verita to be? You know how this game works. Bella's going to be anybody that would be a big yes for you in the world. Because again, everything starts after yes. So who would you like Bella to be that you're seeking a big yes from, Sang?
Yeah, I'm thinking about a large association that's related to health. So why don't we say the Chiropractors Association of Florida, the state of Florida.
Ooh. By the way, in the New Jersey Chiropractic Society, my first law firm, we were counsel to it. And the person that bought my first law firm, I believe, still is. So that's an interesting and fun conversation for a different day. But you are the head of the Florida Chiropractic Society, Bella Verita. And we're speaking to some of these people probably
We
from Florida.
definitely are.
So take us in.
Hello, this is Bella Verita.
Oh, hi there, Bella. This is Sang Kim calling from Rolla Health. Do you have a few minutes to chat? I was talking with my buddy Neil, and Neil said that we definitely need to have a conversation about potentially seeing how we could serve each other. Do you have a couple of minutes right now?
You mentioned that. Yeah, you mentioned that.
Oh, that's great, Bella. You know, Bella, I'm just curious to know, how are you guys doing in dealing with COVID? As you guys have gone out of it, and you're in a decent place. But how did you guys deal with COVID? From an association perspective.
Yeah, it has definitely been challenging. We started doing some virtual events, but I think as COVID has gone on, at the beginning, everybody was all about the virtual events. And as, things have progressed, people get less and less excited about being on Zoom all the time. So we feel like, engagement has dropped off quite a bit.
Yeah, I totally get it. The Zoom fatigue is really real, isn't it? Yeah. And to feel disconnected, right?
Yep.
It is something that's so distant from what you guys are doing, and you guys love doing face-to-face events. So I really feel, the pain that you've gone through, right? Yeah. And my understanding is that you guys are looking for ways to increase revenues, for your chiropractors. And I'm just curious to know if you guys been looking at some different ways to increase revenues for your chiropractors.
We definitely have. It's one of the big things that we, focus on quite often is, because that's what people come here for, is to have more time and money and magic. So that is an area we definitely focus on.
Well, that's great, because I think that will just absolutely add more value to your 75,000 chiropractors in the state of Florida, right?
Yeah.
And it sounds like they look to you as a leader and to maybe be creative and innovative in finding new sources of revenue for them.
Absolutely, 100% they do.
Yeah. Now, what if I was able to say that we have an opportunity for you to increase and recurring revenues for your chiropractors? Is that something that you'd be really interested in doing?
Yeah, that would be interesting. That would be interesting.
That's awesome. Because we know that the California Chiropractors Association is really engaged in what we're doing and to get creative with the revenue. So how does next Monday at 9 a.m. sound, so that we can have a 30-minute discussion about how we can be of value to you and your chiropractors?
I think that would be fantastic, Sang.
Amazing.
That's awesome. I look forward to our call.
Amazing. So, Bella, you got a quick phone call. It is the Oompa Loompas, and they're ready for the juggling.
Fantastic. I'm out.
All right, Sang, we'll have to be right back. Bella's got to talk to the Oompa Loompas, okay?
He's shaking his head, okay.
Excellent. So thank you, Sang. Excellent job, my friend. Mika, who would you like Bella to be?
Oh, yes. Hello, Bella. Can you please be Mel Robbins?
Ooh.
Oh, I can.
Take us in, Mel.
Yeah, 5-second. What is it? The 5-second rule?
5-second rule. Yeah.
All right, let's do this. Hello, this is Mel.
Hey, Mel. This is Mika. How are you today?
I am extraordinary. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm extraordinary also. Thank you for asking. I saw you with a crowd of only 300 people up at a ranch in California, and you took my husband on stage, and you had this amazing experiential with him in front of all of us, and it transformed our lives forever. And I want to say thank you.
My pleasure. I remember that. My pleasure.
Oh, you're so terrific. Mel, I just want to congratulate you on the courage that you had to go public with your explant. You shared with the world, with your following, with millions of people, the pain that you went through and the struggle you went through and the frustrations. And I honor you and I commend you. I'm so grateful that you took your powerful voice and you shared that experience with everybody. How are you feeling now?
I'm feeling really good. Feeling really good. I think ever since we, started speaking and we lost everything and built it and, came up with a 5-second rule, and vulnerability and sharing her story has always been part of our growth. So this is just no different.
I love you for that. I really do. Mel, I've started a movement of my own around explanting. I'm supporting women who are looking to explant their toxic breast implants. And like you so beautifully displayed in several of your videos, we don't know everything going in. We look at our bodies, we don't love them, and we want to transform them. And you just so beautifully explained how your journey was. Yeah. And I just felt so driven to connect with you and ask you, if you are finding ways to serve those tens of thousands of women that are probably bombarding you with questions about how did you do it? Who did you go to? What was it like? How did you detox? I mean, there's so many women suffering, and I'd love to connect with you and collaborate to serve the women that are following you in your journey.
That we haven't, because our following has been in this other area, and we haven't done anything in this, explanting demographic, and it definitely is. It definitely has been on our heart and minds for sure.
Oh, thank you. I'm so grateful. I would love to set up an appointment with you next week. I had my implants put in 25 years ago and they nearly killed me. So I have a journey of my own. I'd love to share with you and see if we can connect there and serve the world with our stories.
If there's a way we can serve, I would definitely be interested in talking.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. So I have anything available next week that you're available, I will make happen. So please let me know what works for you. Does Monday afternoon work? Tuesday
Monday
afternoon?
works perfect.
Great. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Mika. I'm sorry. My friend Tony Robbins is on the line. And Mel, he's very concerned that you're using his name. to leverage accelerate, like because you're Mel Robbins, so he thinks you should change your name.
Oh, got it. Okay.
So you talk to
Yeah,
Tony?
I'll talk to Tony.
Thank you. So yeah, Tony's got to talk to Mel for a minute. Is that okay, Mika?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. All right, we'll be right back and see you in a second. So thank you for that. Excellent job, Mika, and truly touched by your mission, your spirit. So we're going to drop in with the judges now, because the way we land is not the way necessarily that we know we land. So let's get some beautiful feedback. So let's go around the circuit. Let's start with Dolph, and let's see what 30 seconds of feedback Dolph please has for saying. And then a score on a scale of 1 to 10. So Dolph, please, what feedback do you have for saying?
And firstly, I'm unmuted now. Saying, I thought it was very eloquently put. You have a very compelling style. What you said came through very concisely, but also with a lot of compassion. I think if I can offer a suggestion of how to make it even better, not that it wasn't good, is I would try, and with your vocal lessons that you're doing at the moment, this should be easy, to bring a bit more inflection in your voice to make it sound as though you're speaking to the person directly friend to friend rather than scripted. And I know it wasn't scripted. I could see there wasn't a script, but I think that's the one area where it would make it even more enticing than it was. I thought it was extraordinarily good. You absolutely got the outcome. You got the appointment without any resistance. I rate it very highly. I think you're a 9.7 on that one.
Nice. Getting from the man, Dolph. So Quintus, please, what do you have for saying?
All right, outstanding job. I love the use of the warm intro reference to Neil. The building rapport was excellent. The great conversation. If I could offer anything, it sounded like you were hesitant with your ask. You beat around the bush a little bit with your ask. So I would just offer, put it out there. You're there for a reason, and get it done.
Amazing, right? And score.
Oh, and your score is?
Score. My apologies. Score 9.3.
Nice.
And Anna, please, what did you have for Mika?
Oh, for Mika. Okay, very good. So Mika, you were ready with a story that she could connect to and relate to your husband and the 300. So right away, you dropped into her space and had her compelled. I thought that it was really great to talk about sharing your story and the vulnerability of your story. I would say at the end, you want to be a little tighter on saying, here, I have 3 ideas, or I have 2 ideas that I'd love to share with you, because you kind of opened it up like, have you considered this? So it opened you up a little bit at the end for her to say, no, I haven't considered that. And that's not where I'm going. But 2 concrete ideas that I'd like to share with you might have tightened it up a little bit at the end. Great pitch. And 9.5.
Nice, thank you, Anna. Anna, Piet, by the way, what is your hard stop time?
1 o'clock, my time.
Okay.
So 3 minutes.
Okay, got it. Okay, so let's do this. For Mika, we're gonna get the feedback in a minute from Michael, but I wanna drop in, and because I wanted to do this with Anna, I think it would be fun. Would you like Anna to set the scenario? You get to put me on the hot seat, like Mika and Sang were just on that hot seat, where I have to go from hello to yes about anything in the world that you want. People have been asking me to be President Biden, President Trump. I've been a lemonade salesperson. I've been everything in between. The only request is that it's integrous, not non-integrous. So whatever a yes would be. Does that sound fun for you, or it's not your cup of joe?
I'm not 100% sure I know what you're asking me to do. I thought you were asking something at the beginning that's different than when you close. Could you ask again?
You would put me on the hot seat the way Mika and Sang had to go from hello to yes. You'd be setting the scenario where I'd have to be somebody I don't know, but it would be integrous that I would be seeking a yes, because everything starts after yes. You know, when you were president of the NSA, you had to get yeses. When you're speaking to somebody to book you to speak, you have to get a yes. When you're working with a client, you get yeses to say they become your client. So you can set the scenario if you choose, or you can pass that option off to somebody else to set the scenario where I have to obtain a yes as anybody in the world, any avatar in the world, a coach, a lawyer, a lemonade salesperson, a politician, whatever it would be.
You know what? I would so love to do this, but I want to keep an honor that I only have 2 minutes before I'm on the next call with somebody. So I would hate to not really get the full experience of it. So I'm going to pass it on to someone else just so I can keep the integrity of where the next call I need to be on.
Awesome. So at least catch the beginning for the last minute. Michael, would you like to set the scenario and put me on the hot seat?
Oh my God, this is like ridiculous. I've got my publisher on the line. And I thought it was only going to go for an hour, and he's got a panel waiting for me. This is terrible. Oh my God.
No problem. All right, let's go, Dolph. Do you want to set the scenario?
Sorry, so sorry. I'm gonna have to.
No, it's okay, Michael.
I love you all so much.
Amazing. So Dolph, who would you like me to be?
To be the person. I was unmuted. I want you to talk to the president of a country in Asia, because you want to bring a group of educators in, and they're restricting travel partially because of COVID. And because you're all vaccinated, you think you should be allowed to go. You're not at a risk to yourself. You're certainly not a risk to them. And you think you can offer benefit to them by bringing your team of educators to this country.
Amazing. And educating in what, Dolph? In
what we do, educating them in communication skills.
Awesome. Amazing. Okay. So, and what nation in Asia?
I'm talking about Malaysia.
Malaysia. Okay. Awesome. And would you like to be the person, you're the leader of Malaysia? Is that your role or no? Who would you like to be?
Oh, I thought I was just defining who you are being. I'm happy to be that person if you want me to be that person.
I'll be the person. I need to get the yes. You're the leader of Malaysia. And what your title?
I'm the head of immigration.
Yes. So I'm sorry. What is your title, Dolph?
I'm the head of immigration, the Minister of Immigration.
Okay. So Dolph, as Minister of Immigration of Malaysia, it's an honor and privilege to communicate with you. My name is Sean Callaghan, and I really appreciate the fact that you gave me 3 minutes of your incredibly busy schedule to see if there's a purpose in continuing our conversation. So thank you, sir.
You're welcome. I need to add, though, that we have a very strict policy about whom we let into this country. And, I get the sense that you're going to try to ask me to bend the rules.
I'm not sure if I'm going to ask you to bend the rules or not. I do understand the strict policies that you have, and I'm very grateful for the conversation. But if I may ask, at the outset, what is your vision as the Minister of Immigration for the future of Malaysia? What do you see as your vision, your mission, your charge to help your great nation?
We want to develop and implement policies that will benefit this nation in the long run.
Okay. I appreciate that. And benefit how?
To further this country's interests. So we want to encourage people to come here who can contribute in some way. And similarly, we want to discourage those who are going to be disruptive and want to get into drugs and all those other unsavory things.
Okay. So I'm hearing like a vision of standards, a vision of integration, acceleration, but caution to ensure that there is a segment of safety and heart, and to be sure, a higher standard of person coming into Malaysia.
Correct. And I can't break the rules for one, because then I have to break them for everyone.
Got it. And may I ask, so the current policy in Malaysia for anybody coming to visit the nation who's been double vaccinated, what's that policy?
That we've got a blanket ban on anyone coming into the country for the next 30 days, pending the results of ongoing tests.
Okay. And that basis is due to the consideration that the vaccines are not valid, they're not proven. What's the thought there, if I may ask?
I'm not sure. I just implement the policy set by my superiors.
Okay. So, and I know we have a limited period of time, and I'm certainly not going to ask you to break policies set by other folks, but at this point in time, there is a unique window where it seems that the world is being recreated. The world is coming alive again. And I certainly am not a scientist, but I am clear that privileged windows open and close for people. And a privileged window is upon the world. A privileged window is upon Malaysia. And clearly, there's been some enormous challenges on how people have dealt with COVID policy, which we can unpack for weeks. At the same time, there is right now an opportunity for Malaysia to become the center in Asia of acceleration, the center of thought. And throughout human history, there have been periods of time and change where thought leadership, integration, acceleration have come together to do something remarkable and powerful and different from the times of ancient Rome and ancient Greece. And that time, I offer, just might be upon us again. There's not been a reset in the history of the world, I dare say, even post-World War II, I would debate, with the emergence of change that has come upon us post this pandemic. And I understand that you're not in a position to make any change. My request is to speak to those folks that could make change and have a 30-minute meeting. That's all my request is, Mr. Dolph, Mr. Minister. And I think that you and they may see that there is a safe, efficient, incredible way to make change. And then if this window is missed, there's going to be other nations in Asia that advance more rapidly, and it could shift the positioning of Malaysia and its future. So I only request 30 minutes to talk to people that might be able to make a decision that will be politically backed, that would be reasonable, and would be integrous with the mission and vision of the future of Malaysia. How does that resonate or not?
Well, you've sparked the thought that instead of me being excoriated for breaking the rules, I might be revered for helping change them in a good way. So I am open to that.
Well, I appreciate that. So I will follow up later today and we'll set our meeting, out of roll. Dolph, how did that feel for you?
It felt great. I've faced this very situation, which is why I was having fun exploring it. And I think, I guess I'm not the judge of this, but I think you handled it beautifully, because it's not just sticking to the rules. If we all stick to the rules, there'll be no progress on this planet. So I think you handled that opening the possibility of doing something for the benefit of the country rather than conforming to existing rules for the detriment of the country. It was great.
Well, thank you.
Felt good.
Which is like, no, it's no coincidence that Tony Robbins said that you lead with, there's no one that leads with more heart and more integrity. And like you demonstrated that all over the place, because that demonstration was in such integrity to the country, to the role, Mr. Minister, like the whole thing was just integrity. And as Dolph said, of service. Incredible.
Well, thank you. Thank you for that, Dolph. Yeah. So we're going to wrap in a moment. But Mika, since Michael had to jump, if I may give you some feedback, I think you're absolutely extraordinary. Your energy, your energetic transference, influence requires energetic transference. Your heart, your soul, your being, what you stand for, who you are, just emanates out of you and comes through the virtual world, which is an amazing friction tool. Like this virtual world, it dilutes energy. It's a filter for energy. And through that, your energy poured. So I thought that was absolutely outstanding, Mika. And your thoughts, Bella?
Yeah, I definitely agreed. I love that you started off with acknowledgement, because I watched that. I watch Sean do that all the time. Is you open listening with acknowledgement, with validation, and you opened the listening right away and built the emotional rapport before you made your ask. It was extraordinary.
Amazing. So as we begin to draw to a close, Dolph, thank you so much for being here. And how was your time with us today?
Oh, it's my absolute pleasure. And my time, as always, was delightful. I enjoy every moment of it. Thank you. I look forward to the next one.
Thank you, Dolph. Quintus, yourself. Thank you, brother. NFL football player, rock star, just in life and in every conceivable way. So how was your time, Quintus, with us?
It was an absolutely amazing time here today. I'm grateful to have been in the room. Mika, I love it. I love what you're doing. I certainly want to connect, if that's okay, Sean.
Yeah.
There's so much that there's so much heart here. I absolutely am grateful that God slowed me down enough that I would be able to begin participating in Unblinded. And now it's just going through the roof, man. It's talk about acceleration. I'm accelerating. I'm about to go through the roof here.
Awesome. Sang, phenomenal job, brother. Love you. Sang came to our first event in the reemergence of this, and it's such an honor to have you here, brother. Sang, what say you? How was your time with us today?
Yeah, my time here is always well spent. I've been on a number of Real Raws as judges and participants, and I keep learning and learning. And Sean, this is, I have to say, I've been through lots of different types of sales training in my former wealth management role as portfolio manager, etc. And I would have to say that this is the most precise, consistent type, an integrous type of persuasion formula, and I just think I think it's a beautiful thing. So thank you very much for having me, and this is accelerating, brother. I really feel that people need to have this information because we are all influencers, right? We're influencing ourselves, our families, our loved ones, our colleagues, business owners. And this is needed for the world because I think this is where it starts in a grassroots movement like this. And we can change the world together, right? And just a beautiful community. So thank you for your energy, your conviction, and this is a long-term game, and I see that. So I'm with you, brother. Thank you.
Oh my God. Love you, brother. Thank you so much. And Mika, thank you. Such a beautiful job, such a beautiful heart. And for the Price is Right. That's amazing. And so how was your day with us today?
Oh, it's extraordinary. My heart is full. So much gratitude, so much love. I feel the love from all of you. I just wish that the whole world could be like everyone that is here. And Sean, you are such an incredible role model. You just are an incredible, extraordinary example of what's possible when we come from our hearts. And you inspire me. I haven't met you yet, and yet you have that gift of coming through the screen that you see in me. That's what I see in you. And Bella, oh gosh, you are just such a fun girl. I mean, I watched a few episodes to know what I was coming into, and I fell in love with you, girl. You are just amazing. I mean, you are such an extraordinary woman and powerhouse, and you're fun and you're beautiful. And I'm like, girl, this girl was given everything at birth. I mean, you're just amazing. Really, I admire you, and to be with you, amazing people, I'm surrounded by extraordinary human beings who have done such greatness in the world. Dolph, if I could only imagine the gifts that you've given millions of people with your brilliance and making it possible to go into homes, oh my gosh, and saying you're doing things that are, working with health and saving the world. And Quintus, to be an athlete like you in the top percent of the whole planet, and you can do whatever you want to do. You just say, okay, this is my next chapter, and just crush it. Sean, your show is extraordinary. I'm so grateful to be here, and I owe it all to Peter. Peter saw something in me and recommended me, and I'm just so grateful to Peter and his extraordinary leadership.
Well, thank you. And I know we have to draw to a close, and I actually have to jump back into a breakout room that I'm teaching here in 60 seconds. I am so grateful to each of you, to Anna and Michael, who had a bounce, to Mika, to Quintus, to Sang, to Dolph, Bella, of course, yourself, Gerald. And what we're doing here is we are influencers, leaders, leading influencers, leaders, to merge ecosystems for 1 + 1 = 1 trillion relationships, or at least more than 10, and certainly more than 3, because 1 + 1 always equals, with integrity, way more than 3, and sometimes 1 billion or 1 trillion, to make the world a greater place. If anything resonated here with you, please, we have a link, I think, in there.
Yeah, I just put a number in the chat. That's what I was doing over here. There's a number in the chat, and you want to text yes to this number, 844-550 0267. Text the word yes, and someone on the team will reach out for you, because that's like how you can, maybe get on a real ride, because we have a bunch of Platt people that are watching. Maybe they want to join a real raw. Yeah. Maybe they want to have a strategy call. Maybe they want to come to our Monday night happy hour party that we have. Like, who knows? There's all kinds of things. So just text yes, so someone on the team reaches out to you.
Yeah, and all business is built on relationship. All relationship is built on shared experience. The question is what is the most efficient shared experience? We have blown through the roof at Unblinded through this shared experience. Shared experience is the dynamic. You have to have one. If you don't have one, create a shared experience. Partner with us, do something, do it on your own. Whatever you do, you have to have a shared experience. Gerald Rogers, you've created the ultimate shared experience over the past couple of days. We love you, brother. And Gerald, any final you'd like from us, or we'll turn it back over to you?
I don't know if Gerald is here.
Is that over there in the other room? Maybe Gerald's there. Okay.
Yes.
So love you. Thank you all. We'll talk to you soon.
And Sean Callaghan.
We're all blind.
No, we're all blind.
And just learning to see.
And just learning to see. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.